everyone, what's going on? My name's Eric Corey. I've generated $95,000 on Etsy selling digital products in 2024, and I'm going to show you a quick example of how I would go and create a new digital product to sell on Etsy. For ease of convenience, I've already gone through and selected a niche to create a product, and now I'm going to show you exactly how I would create that product. So the niche I selected is coloring books specifically for kids, and I'm going to show you how I would go ahead and create these PDFs so they're ready to launch right on Etsy. So the first thing I would do after doing, if you haven't done your research or you're struggling for ideas, you would just type in digital coloring book ideas for kids right on ChatGPT, and this will give you a list of all different things that you could possibly create. So I like what it's generating so far. I'm just going to stop it here because we don't need all these ideas. We're just going to work with some. While I was doing research on Etsy, I noticed that these 20 cute forest jars digital product coloring book was doing pretty well. So, we can see that 9 people bought it in the last 24 hours. And, we see that it has 71 reviews, which means it's doing pretty well. It's selling. That's what we like. And, the listing's only 5 months old. So this is pretty good for a pretty brand new listing here. We can go into the product analytics via Everbee and see what keywords they're using to see how they're having their listing shown on Etsy. Looks like they have some good keywords. This could probably be optimized. I don't think it's the best keywords. It looks like they're going for, medium volume keywords that have pretty low competition, which is not a bad strategy, right? You want your product to be seen on Etsy, but I like a mix of some high targeted keywords that have a lot of search volume with a lot of competition mixed in with some medium and medium and then some low and low. So you get a varied keyword targeting list across the board. So I'm going to go back into ChatGPT, and I like that idea of jars. It seems like it's doing well. It's been proven already on Etsy. And I'm going to mix it with ocean creatures. And the whole idea here is I'm going to mix the jar and the ocean creatures and put the ocean creatures inside the jar. And I'm going to show you exactly how I would do that using a different program or software called Ideogram. It's an image generator. It's my current favorite image generator for any products that you're going to make digitally. It's really good at creating images. So we're going to go right into Ideogram and start creating images. So this is the most important part. You're going to have to become really good at writing prompts. So we're just going to test, and we're going to test the waters and see what we can come up with prompt wise. So the idea is, right, we're creating a digital coloring book. So we're going to start with that. So whimsical coloring book page of a shark inside a mason jar, black and white for coloring purposes. That's not the greatest prompt, but we're just going to use this as a base and see what we can come up with. Oh, I'm too big. So let's make me smaller, and we're going to click generate. This actually isn't the worst thing ever. We don't need all this background stuff. So we'd probably come back in here and say white background, all objects are inside the mason jar. And then we'd click generate again and see what it comes up with. And even if there is a background, it's not really that big of a deal. We can take it into Canva and remove it. So again, we're just waiting for the image to generate and see what it produces. But this is pretty cool. I kind of like this. It's different. There's a shark inside the jar, and it looks like water's flowing out of the jar. It could be cool to color for a little kid. So yeah, let's see. Okay, here's another one. I think this is pretty cool. It's straightforward. There's fish inside there with the shark. I think this is probably the best one that we've seen so far. So what I would do is I would just download this file, take it right into Canva, and you're going to want to create an upscaled version of the picture. So I'll show you how to do that right now. We go into Canva, and then we're just going to drag this in here, and then we're going to upload it. And then we're going to scale it to size, and that's it. That's literally just one image created. And then I would just go back and do the same thing and make like 16 or 20 of these to create it into a coloring book. And then you just add all these pages, right? So if we go back and do it again, let's say we want to change it from a shark inside a mason jar to an octopus. And then we'll see what it creates. And this one's pretty cool, right? There's like a sailboat inside there. There's an octopus sitting on something. This is a more simple one, an octopus stuck in the jar. I actually really like this one, the octopus with the treasure chest in here, so this is the one I would probably go with. So again, you would just download this and then take it in here to Canva, and then you would just drop it in here, and that's pretty much it. I mean, you could even get rid of this bottom piece if you wanted to. So we would just do magic eraser. Probably first you could, this would probably be easier. Just do background remover and then just click edit in the background remover, and then you can just erase all this. I'm going to do a quick job because this is just an example, but you would just erase all this, and let's see if I can get closer. It's not perfect, but you would make this perfect. Okay, that's fine. And click out of that, and then you would resize this so it fits the whole image. And there you go. There's your second piece of this PDF. And you would just keep going, right? And until you're happy and satisfied with the amount of pages. It looks like on Etsy, people normally do between, here's one for 20, here's 42, 53 coloring pages, right? And they're selling anywhere between like $1 to like $4 or $5. There's some that are a little more expensive, but 40 pages, right? 20 pages, that one's selling for $3. And you, like I said, you would just keep going with different sea creatures and you would keep generating these. And then once you're done, you'd come back, you would make some type of title page or a cover page for this. Let's see if there's already any set up. Coloring book cover page. It looks like there's not, but again, these are kind of close. You could do something like this, right? And then be something like this, and then you could put a title underneath it, and then you would just add an image, that you already uploaded into the coloring book like that. And then, you could make it smaller or edit this up. So, if you're doing the full title page, you go like this, and then, you would add some text. And it looks something like this, right? Obviously, it would be much better than this. You're wanna gonna spend some time creating this because you're gonna be using these images for your listing, and you want it to be popping and look as professional as possible. But you could take something like this and then put it on here, as the coloring book. It looks like a lot of these people are creating this stuff in Canva, so they're just adding little pages and then a book from Canva, colorizing it, and then putting the theme over the coloring book, which shouldn't take too long. It looks pretty easy to do. Again, this person just did a wood background with some fake paper on it and then just added their products onto it and then colorized one of them and then included the title of it at the bottom. So, then you would go on Etsy once you've created your full coloring book, and then you would upload that listing and then add all the available information that it lets you, the full title, 140 characters, all the tags you can possibly add, which is 13, a description, 10 photos, a video if you can. It might be tough because this is a digital product. Maybe you print it out and show yourself coloring the page yourself as a video. And that's pretty much it. That would be a very easy way to first set up your digital product on Etsy. And then again, like I said, you go on into different niches in kids' coloring books and create more digital products just like that. And then you'd see over time what you're selling, and you would make iterations of those products, and you would start selling more products on Etsy. Again, this is a quick video to show you how easy it is to set up your first digital product. And if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.